Welcome to Ranger Reviews, a web series where we look at episodes of the TV show Power Rangers and then discuss them. Today we're exploring the 69th episode of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers as well as the 9th episode of Season 2 titled The Beetle Invasion. We begin this episode at the youth center where Ernie is hitting a ball with a broom. He says that the youth center in Stone Canyon has challenged them to a game of broom ball because apparently nothing else is going on in these towns. He asks the 4 Ranger boys if they'd be interested in playing this stupid ass game, and before they respond, 2 generic extras waltz in with posters to put up for themselves for Stone Canyon. They're the Broom Ball Beetles, and they make fun of the Ranger boys for no reason whatsoever, and it turns into Tommy and Jason saying that they're gonna beat them at Broom Ball and have sex with their mothers. The extras leave, and the 2 realize that they just signed themselves up for the dumbest thing ever. On the moon, Lord Zed wants to get rid of Tommy's powers, of course, and it brings up a good point. This is Rita's failure that spiraled out of control. He sees the extras putting up the Broom Ball Beetles poster, and that's somehow inspiration enough to turn the beetle from the poster into a monster. Meanwhile, the Ranger teens practice Broom Ball while Trini sits in the sidelines with a video camera and a brace on her knee that will actually just never be mentioned. The ball gets hit into the crowd and a guy named Richie gets it, and he brings it back. And Trini is into him right away. He's the new kid at school according to Kim, and Trini says that he's pretty cute too, which I like because for once, Trini isn't thinking about how amazing nature is. Ernie needs an assistant coach, and Richie volunteers. Then the dumbest gag ever comes in with Bulk and Skull as they walk in with Pudgy Pig's mutilated nose which they got out of the back of a comic book. Apparently they're going to use it to match the scent of the Power Rangers to the scent of the people around them. I'll be honest, I can't think of a smoother transition than this. So now we're just in the park where Tommy and Kimberly are jogging, talking about how Stone Canyon is going down. Zed sees this and sends down putties, and there's a cool fight to the tune of Go Green Ranger. Screw you, Kimberly, apparently. The other Rangers put up their own posters, and they notice that the beetle from one of the posters is gone. Then, the Stag Beetle appears in front of Kim and Tommy, so they morph. They fight more putties before the Stag Beetle targets Tommy, draining him of his powers, while Kim apparently just ignores him and starts showing off with some wire work. Zordon lets the other 4 Rangers know, and they morph to Kim and Tommy, and they're also fighting putties. And they're also ignoring Tommy. Kind of amazing. The Stag Beetle pieces out and the Rangers plan to regroup at the command center. On the moon, Zed talks about how great he is until in the command center, Billy says that Tommy's physically okay, but Tommy says he's just kind of weak. Billy reads a readout that says that Tommy has been stripped of his Power Ranger energies. Apparently, the Stag Beetle has the Green Ranger energy now, so Billy tells Alpha to build a device like the one other time they needed something. The Stag Beetle is back, so it's back to action, but Zordon warns them to be careful because if they destroy him before they get Tommy's powers back, they'll destroy Tommy's powers, which would be kind of hilarious. The 5 attempt to fight the monster, but they're not doing so great. Then Zack attempts to take on the monster on his own, and it's not going well that way either. Then the Stag Beetle fires some of the Green Ranger power at them, and they agree they need to just get to some cover, and the Rangers just run away, to which Zack says, "Shouldn't we be going the other way?" It's almost like this episode was supposed to be about the Black Ranger being a hothead, but no. Alpha has a device to put Tommy's powers back into the right place, and the Rangers are running while there are random ass explosions around them until they come to a cliff. Then Tommy shows up and the Stag Beetle fires at them, but Tommy intercepts it, and he's got his powers back. I feel like this episode should have been the one called the Power Stealer. They blow up the monster with a power blaster, but of course Zed makes him grow big with a bomb, and he catches it in the most hilarious way ever. They call it the Thunder Zord, so forming the Thunder Megazord. The Stag Beetle gets the Thunder Megazord down and he kicks the original Megazord, but to be honest, they're doing a pretty good job of covering it up. Then, the Rangers get the upper hand again, cutting off a pincer before they just kill him with a Thunder Saber. Take that, Stone Canyon. Zed says that it wasn't a total loss because the drain worked a bit. It's only a matter of time until Tommy is gone. Now at the youth center, there's a terrible broom ball game going on, and Stone Canyon and Angel Grove are tied. According to an announcer, next goal wins the tournament, and then Bulk and Skull harass a random girl in the crowd with the pig nose. Not gonna lie, it was kind of funny. Tommy hits the winning goal. See kids, just like football, if you just learn something new for 3 seconds, you'll be good at it. Stone Canyon shakes their hands and leaves while Ernie offers drinks on the house. Don't get too happy though, because Tommy's about to be a real downer because he says how he's not going to be of much use to them now that his powers are leaving him. Thanks, Tommy. The end. This episode's pretty weird. It's not bad by any means, it's just very clearly not about Tommy or the Green Ranger whatsoever. I feel like they kept shoehorning this plot into Japanese footage that had absolutely nothing to do with it for no reason other than keep Tommy on the show longer. It's really strange because when you see what they're planning up ahead, they easily could have just not done any of that. And again, I love Trini getting a bit of a love interest. Said it before, but when Twee Tring is given literally anything to do, she's a damn good actress, and it's nice to see them give her something of substance to work with. So how will next time fare? Until then, may the power protect you.